Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EA&Weather here with your Day 2 Fire Weather Outlook. We have a critical fire weather area tomorrow that encompasses central and east central Wyoming, far southwestern South Dakota, and far northwestern Nebraska. Cities in the critical fire weather area tomorrow include Casper, Wyoming, Gillette, Wyoming, Riverton, Wyoming, Torrington, Wyoming, and Douglas, Wyoming. And there are two elevated fire weather areas tomorrow. One covering east central Idaho, southern Montana, parts of Wyoming, southwestern South Dakota, most of Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, northeastern and northwestern Colorado, and northeastern Utah. Another elevated fire weather area tomorrow encompasses southeastern New Mexico and northwestern Texas. So, the elevated area was expanded southeastward to include much of central Nebraska and northwest Kansas, where the latest forecast guidance has been trending drier, 15 to 25%, and windier, west-northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour. Given the exceptionally dry fuels over the region with existing large fires in the landscape, even marginally elevated conditions will be of concern over this portion of the Central Plains. An additional elevated area was added over extreme eastern New Mexico through much of the Texas Panhandle. Warm and dry air will mix to the east across western Texas during the afternoon hours on Day 2, Wednesday, before receding to the west again as solar radiation decreases, allowing overnight relative humidity to recover. Thus, a few hours of elevated conditions are expected due to the southerly winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour, afternoon relative humidities of 10 to 20%, and antecedent very dry fuel conditions over much of the southern plains. So, in synopsis, which is the previous forecast discussion, by the way, synopsis says, modest upper-level range breakdown is expected to occur in the northern Rockies on Wednesday. This will promote a deeper lee trough cyclone in the central and northern plains. A cold front will begin to accelerate southward in the northern plains by Thursday morning. Northern Rockies and the central high plains. Stronger mid-level winds will overspread these areas, along with a deepening cyclone to the east, will promote 20 to 25 miles per hour winds across much of Wyoming. There is at least some uncertainty as to how low relative humidity will fall on account of upper-level clouds. Still, relative humidity of around 15% does appear probable, particularly in Wyoming. Strong winds will also occur in southern and southwest Montana. The relative humidity will likely be 15 to 25%. Drier conditions, 10 to 20% relative humidity, are more likely in the high plains. The winds near the surface trough will be weaker, around 15 miles per hour. Critical conditions are expected over much of Wyoming, whereas elevated conditions are more probable to the west and east. Central Rockies. Minor shortwave perturbations within the westerly flow aloft could promote isolated thunderstorm development in the Central Rockies. These storms would be quite high-based. While an isolated lightning flash without precipitation is possible, forecast sounding suggests that lightning production will be quite inefficient on account of limited mixed-phase potential. So that was the previous discussion. This up here is the updated. So, that's your Day 2 Fire Weather Outlook. Stay safe and vigilant in these areas tomorrow. If I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, and a battery-powered radio in the event they need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because fires can start to spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas. Because one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start to spread quickly. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Even if they're not lit. Because 1, that's littering. 2, all it takes is one little spark for a fire to start to spread quickly. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before throwing it away. So, Stay safe and vigilant in these areas tomorrow, and I'll go over all of this again in tomorrow's Day 1 Fire Weather Outlook video. Take care.